Welcome back, YouTube pipe smokers. Mutton Chop Piper here. Well, I think this is going to be a video that everybody's been waiting for. We're going to talk about BlenClub today. So let's get into it. Okay, so first thing I want to do is I want to explain to you what BlenClub is. Now, a lot of you already know what it is, and if you just want to go do some other things while I explain this to the new Pipe Club members, then you can go ahead and do that. So, for you new people or you new members of our club, this is how BlenClub works. And this is the concept that I came up with as to why I thought it was a good idea. Okay, so first of all, people early when I was doing videos, they wanted me to do reviews on tobaccos. I resisted because this is my thought. My thought is I'm one person. I have a certain palate and I like certain tobaccos. So if there's a tobacco that I don't like and I say, well, I've tried this tobacco and I don't really like it all that much because of this or that, then that might sway you to say, well, maybe I better not buy that blend. I didn't think that was fair to you or fair to the people that are watching that video. So I thought to myself, how can what idea can I come up with to where it's not just me that's reviewing the tobacco? I kind of thought about it, and I said, what's really cool is a concept called book club, where you have someone who decides what book you're going to read, and then, I don't know, 10, 15, 20, 30 people get that book, they read a first chapter, then they come together and kind of go through it and decide, they talk about the book, they talk about the chapter, and then they go away and do another chapter. So I thought, well, why couldn't I uh, use that concept to doing tobacco reviews? So here's what I came up with. The concept is called BlenClub, and here's how it works. I select 12 tobaccos, a tobacco a month. I purchase that tobacco, and you purchase that tobacco. So then I do a video, I smoke it, I kind of give you my idea of what I'm tasting, what I'm smelling, what is um, the moisture content. I give you everything that I can about that tobacco, and then I give you my rating when it comes to, like, the rating system I use is emojis. Now, you can use anything you want. You can use happy faces, you can use stars, you can use skeletons, whatever you want, from 1 to 5. 1 being the worst tobacco you've ever tasted, and 5 being the most fantastic tobacco. You've never tasted anything like it. It's your number one tobacco. How, so how does that make a difference from just me um, reviewing the tobacco? Well, because everyone that's on that is a pipe club member has um, different amount of time that you've been smoking a pipe. You may be someone who's been smoking for a month. You may be somebody that's been smoking for 40 years. You may be somebody that's smoked a couple of years, 5 years, 10 years. You might have been able to develop your palate. You may not have. But what happens is I will smoke the tobacco and give you a rating. Let's just pick a tobacco. Let's say I pick um, a Maltese Falcon. Um, as you know, Maltese Falcon is one of my favorite tobaccos. So I'll smoke it and I'll say, you know what, this is a fantastic tobacco. I love it. I'm giving it a 5. Well, someone who smokes that tobacco may smoke it and say, I don't know, this is not really for me, so I'm going to give it a 3. Some will give it a 2, some will give it a 1. But we have a list of of ratings for that tobacco. It's not just me. It's maybe 50 of you or 60 of you or 30 of you. And there may be, if a new pipe smoker comes to the channel and becomes a member, and he says, you know what is this BlenClub about? There's the tobacco on here that I thought I might want to get, Maltese Falcon. So let me take a look. Oh, okay. So I see Mutton Chop gave it a 5, and this guy gave it a 5, and most people have given this tobacco, between 3 and 5. So as a new pipe smoker, I've got all these different people giving me an idea of how good this tobacco is. I think it'll be something I purchase and try for myself. If there's a tobacco that gets 1s or 2s, then for a new pipe smoker, that might be something they want to kind of stay clear of for now until they're more experienced. So that was my idea about BlenClub. I wanted to be able to just not be me, just I'm not the only one that's rating this tobacco. I wanted a bunch of people of different experience, a different pipe smoking experience, to be able to um, give people an idea. So the way it works is the first thing you do is you give a rating, 1 to 5 emojis. I use happy faces, smiley faces. So, if I give it a 3 smiley face, then you'll know it's kind of mid-level. It's kind of middle of the road. And the explanation will include, um, were there any notes that you tasted? Was there anything that you tasted? Um, it could be a breadiness, or it could be, you tasted a little bit of caramel here, or things like that. What you tasted, and was it smooth? Did you think that the blend had enough moisture? Just different things, so that if someone who's a not new pipe smoker wants to go a little bit more in depth and read 2 or 3 entries, they'll kind of get a little bit more rounded view of this tobacco. And that's how we do it. And then and the beauty about this is that we could be talking about a tobacco. Um, Again, we'll go back to Maltese Falcon. I did Maltese Falcon 2 or 3 years ago. As long as this video is up and you want to participate in BlenClub, you can participate in it 10 years from now. Say, okay, I'm going to go and get Maltese Falcon and smoke it and add my review to the reviews that are already in there. So we can have a huge amount of reviews of all these tobaccos that we've done so far. So that's how BlenClub works. So this year we are going to choose 12 tobaccos from Boswell's Pipes and Tobaccos. Now they are located in Pennsylvania. So we're going to choose 12 different tobaccos, 1 tobacco a month, to do a review on. Now, this is where this is the part that I have a hard time with, because I don't want you guys to have to purchase expensive tobaccos. But the thing about it is because of things that have been going on in the tobacco industry, tobacco prices have raised a little bit. Usually what I try to do is I try to do bulk tobaccos, but I've gone through a lot of those. So unfortunately, the tobaccos that I have purchased, or not purchased, but I have selected, is going to cost you about $100 for all 12 blends. That's the blends and shipping included. So if you want to participate in BlenClub for the whole year, then that's probably what it's going to cost you. But you don't have to do that. If you are financially challenged and you just can't afford $100 for 12 tobaccos, then just pick a couple of months. Let's say you'll do the one in February, and then you'll do the one in July. or you can do 6 months, or you can do 3 months. Whatever you choose. If it's just too expensive, completely too expensive, then skip it this year. Um, but I want to make sure that I don't want you to put yourself in financial jeopardy just to be part of BlenClub. Look at your finances. If you can't afford it, then please just do a couple of months, 2 or 3 here or there. If you can't afford it at all, then just kind of watch the videos as other people put their recommendations in or their reviews. And then next year we'll go with a different set of tobaccos. But I'm going to be here toward the end of the video. I'm going to be showing you the blends that we're going to be using and how you can go about getting these blends sent to you at your home. Now, when you order these tobaccos, they're going to be in 2-ounce bags. Um, they don't really do an ounce at a time. It's always 2 ounces. So if you had someone that you wanted to introduce to BlenClub, or you had a friend that wants to come along with you, you can split the cost. You can both chip in $50, and then when the tobacco arrives, you can split the tobaccos into 1-ounce bags, and each of you take 1 ounce of that tobacco. That's an idea if you're looking for a way to bring down the cost of the tobacco. So that's where we are. I will probably do each review toward the end of the month, like after the 20th of each month. That way, when it comes up and you see BlenClub, that way it'll give you some time. You know, you get the blends, and let's say the first blend is Northwoods. I don't know if it is. I'm just saying let's say it's a blend called Northwoods. That'll give you 20 days to kind of sit down and smoke the blend and get an idea if you like it, get an idea what you're tasting, feel the tobacco to see if it's, moist enough. Just get your thoughts down. And then on the 25th, or between the 20th and the end of the month, I'll put out the video, and then you can be prepared for your addition to BlenClub. Okay, so that brings me to the next subject. Um, if you look on my channel, you see that I have over 60,000 Blend or Pipe Club members. Um, I never thought in my wildest dreams that I would be that popular. The channel is really doing well, and the thing I don't know if a lot of the comments I get, and you've noticed it too, is a lot. I'd say 99% of the people that are Pipe Club members are respectful. They really like the channel. They like what I'm doing. They enjoy other people, and what's so cool about it is, it's probably impossible for me to answer everyone's comment, but there's other people that answer other people's comments. Hey, if you're looking for this, or hey, this is how you go about doing this. Man, that's what a Pipe Club is. It's a group of guys or gals or anybody really that come together, smoking pipes and enjoying the act of smoking tobacco, and in camaraderie and in friendship. That's I couldn't ask for a better way that the channel is built, and I'm really pleased. I'm so pleased, and I just want to show my appreciation to everyone by giving a giveaway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to purchase all 12 tobaccos, and we're going to send it to one person. And this is how you would win those tobaccos. You have to be a Pipe Club member. So how do you become a Pipe Club member? Just subscribe. In the past, I have told you this. I hate the word subscribe. it's so dry and generic, and it just, it's like you're checking a box. I hate that. So I call it joining the Mutton Chop Pipe Club. So if you join the Mutton Chop Pipe Club by subscribing, that's one condition. The second one is you'll need to comment on how well you like the video and if how excited you are for BlenClub. And in that comment, you need to put down the city and state or town if you're from overseas. Like if you're from Marseille, France, put Marseille, France. If you're from Louisville, Kentucky, put Louisville, Kentucky. So once you put all that information in, we're going to choose at random the person that we're going to send the 12 tobaccos to participate in BlenClub this year. Okay, so now the last thing I want to talk to you about is we kind of had the idea of coming up with a T-shirt. As you know, we already have some things that we have put on listed on the channel, some T-shirts, some hoodies. There's a couple of pouches, I think, and some glasses that we have partnered with a company that you can purchase for your own that says, Mutton Chop Pipe, Mutton Chop Piper, Happy Piping. We kind of came up with the idea that maybe we could come up with a shirt that said Mutton Chop BlenClub and list the tobaccos that we were going to be um, tasting this year or reviewing this year. So what do you think about that? Is that a good idea? Would you be willing to purchase something like that, or is it kind of a dumb idea? Just kind of put it in the comments as what you think, if it's something that we should pursue or if it's something that you wouldn't really be interested in. Okay, so that's about it for this video. The last thing we're going to do is we're going to show you a list of all the tobaccos that we're going to be reviewing for BlenClub this year. And we'll also show you a phone number that you can get these blends. Now, something I did not tell you, and I think it's important, that if you are overseas, if you live Germany, Russia, France, England, um, Boswell go by the book. They do not deviate in any way because their mentality is, as long as we follow the law and we do what's right, we won't get in trouble. So for those countries that order these tobaccos, they are forced to put on the outside what is inside the package. Now, I know that you have to pay some kind of tax. So just be aware that if you do participate in BlenClub and they send you these tobaccos, they'll have to list, tobacco on the outside of the box. So just be aware of that. If you live overseas and they send you tobacco, they're going to list tobacco in the package. So again, that's about it for this video. We're going to show you the list of tobaccos that we're going to use, the phone number that you can call to get these tobaccos sent to you. And so until my next video, I want to wish you and your family happy piping.